Hello and welcome back to the grid. Welcome back to Let's Build a Megazord. Today with box number 13 and also magazine 63 to 68. Nothing too fancy, just the magazines today and, well, the building parts, of course. 63 is this one, and most of it looks to be saber-tooth tiger. Maybe everything, I don't know, I can't tell these parts apart. So 64, 65. I have to see with the magazine what it is. This is silver. This also could be Mastodon, Triceratops, or whatever. I mean, when I see this footprint, it looks to be Mastodon. I don't know. We will see in a moment. And there are 66, which is one part metal heavy. This is saber-tooth tiger. 67 is plastic. Is saber-tooth tiger as well. And, well, here is 68, which, as I said, could be Mastodon, could be saber-tooth tiger, I have no idea. Let's move on to the building table and find out. Magazine 63. Let's start and see what we get. We start out with these two gray pieces. And just like so. That's that. Next are these two pieces. This metal bolt and this plastic one. It looks like metal, but it's plastic. Just insert these two parts. The back part here is wider than the front, so insert it in the front. The little small flat part has to stick out. Push it till it's flush and you're done. After that, we take our combined part and this one here. There's a little plastic rod sticking out, and on the inside here below where my finger is a counterpart where this metal piece goes in. The end result looks like this. For the next step, we use this gray part we had assembled before and this yellow assembled part, and these go together like this. There's a hole here below, and here is the counterpart. Very easy. And there's the other half, which caps this off. To combine this, that you have something like this, you need to screw this with two screws. There are two types of black screws, 3 each, and you have to use those that have a little bit of a wider, flatter head. The end results look like so. And now we have this metal rod and this gray piece, which looks kind of like a shovel. So goes in here and metal rod goes through completely till it's flush. This big combination goes in here. So as you can see, there's a little gap and this piece slides right into it. Very easy. For the next step, we take the saber-tooth tiger we assembled so far and take this part, and this combines like this. There are 2 screws needed to hold it in place, and that are the other ones with the more rounder, smaller head. When you're done, you have a result like this. The 2 screws are here, and the only thing left you have to do is close that off with these 2 yellow caps. Both holes are sealed shut. So let's move on to the next magazine. Magazine 64. Let's get moving. This build is very fast again. I'm surprised. We have this silver piece, which is the paw. Then we have this piece, also paw, and third one, same deal. So you take this, you take that, combine this, like this one, snaps in place, and then the last piece goes on top. And 1 screw holds everything in place. There are 6 screws, 2 a pair, and the 2 pairs which are 4 total. They are different. Use the ones with the wider head from the set of 4. Next, we take this part. They're marked. Inside is an L for left. We need the left side first. And we have another of these bigger bolts. So that's super easy. We had that before. Goes in here with the flat part outside. Push it in till it's flush and you're done. Speaking of easy, next is the L part again and the paw. Technically you just put them together like so, but wait, there's more. So there are rubber washers inside, 2. So one goes on top here, one goes on here. And then you combine it, and after you combined it, very easy, you screw it with one of the screws we used just before. The results look like this. The only thing left to do is closing the entire thing off and screw it with one of the leftover screws from the set of 2 with the bigger rounder head. The end results are this. And just to make sure that you got me right, the screw from the set of 4 goes in here. The screw from the set of 2 goes in here. Very easy. Let's move on to the next magazine. Magazine 65. Let's start. We start out with the paw that we built in magazine 64 and one of these caps here. We have 2 of each, one with a hole where you can look through and one where it's harder because the hole is smaller. So will be this one. You cannot really look through this. Combined, they are wheels, which go on here. Nitpick on my end, I wish they would roll, like on the OG 90s, but this is a collector's item. I think that's not really suiting for this. Take the paw. Here is a screw piece looking at you. Not the flush small end that we need for combination later. And then put that on here. There's a little edge, as you can see here. I don't know if the camera picks it up. There's a counterpart, an engravement in here. So it slides in there. Easy. Results is this. And the next step are these bolts out of plastic. They go right through the hole. After the silver pieces are inside, use the other black pieces, the other wheel parts, and attach them like before. Only thing you have to do now is use 2 screws to hold everything in place. When you're done screwing everything together, use the leftover 2 silver caps. They go here. Of course, use some glue to hold them down, and the end results look like this. The last step for this magazine is this plastic part, and this metal bolt goes in here. Push down till it's flush, and the rest of this moves on to the next magazine. Magazine number 66. And not so many parts. We have this big metal piece and 2 screws. Surprise, surprise! We're continuing with the silver pieces from the previous magazine. I don't know why they just like it. Let's combine that and then move on. I assume because this is just one part, they wouldn't be like, hey, here's one part, 2 screws, done. Anyways, this silver piece with an L in it, this one with the metal piece. When it's combined, it looks like this. The combination of this part and this piece, very easy again. The last step for combining it is taking the R half, the right half, capping it off, 1 screw, you're done. When you're done, it looks like this. The screw goes in here. It's one of the black screws from the previous magazine. Don't use the silver ones, please. Very nice, very easy. The last step for magazine 66 is the metal part and the assembled leg. Here are 2 metal rods sticking out. This is the counterpart. goes on top, looks like this, and then you have to screw it down with one screw for now, and the screw goes in here, not on top. The entresol is this, very loose still, but that will change in a moment. Let's move on to the next magazine. Magazine 67. We start with this bigger plastic piece that needs to be attached here. You have these black rods sticking out, and you have counterparts. So goes on here, and two screws hold everything in place. There's one type of screw, so you cannot miss this. When you're done, it looks like this. Here are the two screws. You see here is something black sticking out, and farther here is something black as well. And here below, I don't know if it's visible where my fingers are, there is yellow pieces that snapped in place. So this lower end and this upper end, the black pieces, this has to click in here and this has to click in here. Makes a very satisfying click sound. You cannot miss that. We are moving on to the metal half here to cap off, sorry for the pun, some bullet holes. We have this silver piece here that has a back end peeking out like a little rod that goes on here. Very easy. Only thing left are these two caps. So here's a bullet hole. Here's a bullet hole. So use these caps. They are flat like a coin. They have an engraving on one side. The other one is a bit more ugly, sort to say. Use a drop of glue or two and glue it in place. I will show the results in a second. One bullet hole gone, and the other one as well. Now it's time to combine this big metal piece with the rest of the saber-tooth tiger. It's hard to handle, sorry. So combines like this. 4 screws holds it in place. I will show you the results in a moment. The results is this, and I have to correct myself, it's only 3 screws. So let me see if I can handle this. One is here, one is in the middle, and one is up here. Really heavy, but very beautiful already. Just half a kitty for now. We are finalizing this magazine with this piece, this silver one, this black and yellow, and this little black piece. So this little one goes here, the big one goes here, of course, and the silver goes here, and the other one goes on here. Everything, just push it on till it's flush and you're good. I will assemble it and show you the results in a second. When you're done, it looks very shiny, and as it should look like. This is, as I said when we started out building this, as close as you can get for a show prop. This is so nice. And one thing that I want to mention is I didn't expect to need glue here, but the big part here, this one, and where is it? The silver one, I glued actually. They were a bit loose. This part and the small black part here, all fine, no glue needed. But the other bigger parts, make sure, because this one, especially this red, white and blue one, that, well, red, white and black, blue one, this big part, it is the loosest of them. It could drop out if you don't glue it. Moving on to the last magazine for today. Magazine 68. We're getting teased with some Mastodon pieces. This is metal, this is heavy. Small plastic and gray. Needs to go on here. I hope it's visible on the camera. It slides in place. There is a railway for it technically. There are silver screws, some bigger ones, some smaller ones, a pair of 2, and you use the smaller screw to hold this in place. I'll show you the results in a second. It should look like this. Very easy. As I said, 1 screw. Here's where my finger is one part that's suited for a washer. This one here. Transparent as always. Goes on top there. 1 piece left that goes on top as well. Gets screwed by one of the bigger silver screws. And that is done. When you're done, it looks like this. And this is a nasty tease. This magazine is like, here's 3 parts and a screw. Hey, you have to wait till the next box. You're welcome. I was just like building, like, we're done already. I recorded 1.5 hours, close to, a bit less. So this will be a shorter episode. But still, thank you for watching, for the support. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helped you out. And we see us next time when it's time to build a Megazord.